Before this podcast begins, I would like to thank a good friend of the show, Torment, for making our brand new logo.
He has been a awesome dude and given us a new logo, which we are super stoked about. It's super awesome, and huge shout out to Torment. And definitely, if we ever need anything and we have it in the budget, we'd love to pay you for it.
Seriously, man, thank you. It means a lot. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the XCast. My name is GoldTooRust.
And I am FlackJacketJoe.
Don't forget your boy Hazikious.
Oh, we do, occasionally. I mean, what?
Damn it.
What?
Who's being a mouth breather?
Don't leave me at the mall, guys.
God damn it. Well, everybody, after a long
Speaking
time...
of leaving small children at the mall, there's a new Call of Duty coming out.
Oh.
You guys see that?
You see that shit? Yes. Oh my god.
What a trailer, am I right, boys? It confused the living fuck out of me.
Oh, I didn't watch the trailer, but that's
Wow.
probably because it wasn't...
Wow, way to come unfucking prepared.
Look.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, you're the only one who watched it because I didn't watch it either.
Well, all I can say is it's nothing special. It literally shows footage from all three of the previous Black Ops games, and it just forms the number 4. There you go, that's the trailer.
Oh, they
It's
have
like,
a
ooh,
slideshow that
October.
walks you through it. Okay, that's fine.
Slideshow.
So what they did in a, I'm guessing what, 30 second video, they did in a 15 slideshow.
Basically.
Sad.
I mean, like, I don't know. The number 4 is cool to look at. I thought the comments were funny. They're like, hype! Oh my god, COD is saved! I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Because when the game comes back, the same people are going to be like, wow, this game's fucking shit. It's like, well, then stop buying it.
When has it not been shit?
But that's the problem. People are still gonna buy it. It wasn't shit in Modern Warfare 2 days.
Oh, that's being remastered, by the way.
So it's gonna be shit now.
Well, they didn't make COD 4 shit. They just added a whole bunch of stupid loot boxes that pretty much added cosmetics, and they're like, well, pay for it. Oh, plus they ransomed it. So basically, that's the reason it died. It was COD 4 through and through, but they ransomed it and put loot box in it.
Well,
If it's not ransomed, then I'd say it's fine. If it's ransomed, then yeah, it's probably not worth it.
Yeah, I'm still not gonna buy it though. Like, I'm not gonna waste I didn't waste my money on World War II. Not gonna waste my money on...
I mean, I'll get Modern Warfare 2 and then say fuck you and probably not get anything else.
But I don't know. It's funny that they have just the... I kind of see what they're trying to do with like a shield just broken up into 4 parts, but that's not how you do the Roman numeral 4.
I just can't wait for No Russian in HD. I'm on a list now.
You haven't been on it yet? Well, welcome to the club. We've had jackets made. Do you want yours in a medium?
Yes.
We need somebody to bring cookies to the next meeting.
Since you're the newcomer,
Nah.
it's your responsibility to bring cookies.
Oh, fuck you. I'll get the cups.
The cups.
I'll get the cups.
Cups.
It'll be like those like elementary school class parties where everyone has to check off what they're bringing.
Oh
and so the first people, usually when I'm the first person, I'm like, I'll be the cool kid and I'll bring the chips. But it's usually like the last kids have to bring the napkins and stuff, and they're like, God damn it.
Oh, the days. You didn't
The
have to pay
days?
bills. Speaking of no Russian.
Oh? What? What? Yeah, where's this going? Excuse me?
Senators are back at it again, blaming fucking video games for mass shootings, which is annoying as fuck. It's like...
There's no correlation. I don't understand what they don't get. I'm just picturing Donald Trump who's sitting in his office. He's just kind of like, we need to put a rating system on these goddamn games. And they're like, Trump, hey, they've already got there's a thing called the ESRB. It's like we need to separate the mature games from the non-violent games, and they're like, that's what the ESRB is, sir. There's already ratings out there.
Yeah.
It's already regulated, sir.
The M games will be the best games. We will build a wall between us and them.
Sir, I'm sorry, but it's already been regulated. You're too late.
Well, fine, we'll tariff it.
Fuck.
I mean, the problem with like that whole argument that video games cause like violence or whatever is that you have to like look for those few articles that like just say the wrong facts to begin with. Because there's like, you do a Google search of it, you're going to find 40,000 articles that talk about studies that prove that there is no correlation.
Right, but
So you have to
You have
like
to
go
look-
out of your way to like find the quote unquote facts that just enforce your
No, you have to go out of your. You don't really have to go out of your way for that. It's all over fucking TV and stuff. The news is like, oh yeah, it's these fucking video games.
yeah, you
The
don't
news
have
is
to go
not
out-
facts.
My favorite is just seeing like fucking extremists on both sides, like really overdoing everything. You got the extreme right. They're like, these fucking libtards want to get rid of all the goddamn guns and shit. You know what your movies are gonna turn into? There's gonna be no guns, no violence. It's just gonna be shit. I'm like, stop. Fuck you.
Stop, no.
And on the left, it's just, I don't know. I
It's-
want to die.
Politics is just a shitty situation.
Politics
right now.
sucks. It's
Politics trying to take away my video games.
don't
We
you
need to
dare.
rise up.
Yeah, I'd laugh. That's like the last straw.
Yeah.
That's a full-on revolution.
No, the last straw will be when they take away our porn.
Oh Christ!
Which,
That's
by
it,
the way,
boys.
Rhode Island is trying to pass a law where internet service providers have to basically have all sexual content disabled, and if you want the sexual content, you have to pay like $20.
Well,
Fuck! That's it, boys. Grab your muskets. We're going out.
your muskets. Oh. But what if
I
I
shit
don't
you
want
not,
to grab
it's a
my
real
musket?
thing.
What if I want to use my saber?
Grab whatever weapon you desire.
Grab a musket. Grab your saber. Be sure to
Grab
put
a
a bayonet on the end of your fucking musket, boy. Because we's going in.
I want to
Uh.
see that now. I want to see somebody like charging in on the front lines, just waving a toaster.
Waving a toaster.
I surrendered. The toast
I'm gonna
pops
ruin
out.
your toast forever.
I will burn your toast. How does that make you feel?
Kind of hurt, actually. Like, why would you do such a thing?
Because you're taking away my porn, damn it.
Oh. On the flip side, Battlefield
Russian.
isn't... Well,
Oh
I'm gonna cut you.
yeah, Battlefield V.
Battlefield
thing.
V. It's a thing. Not sure what to make of it yet. It's just a little screen grab. We're probably gonna see something at E3 this year. But
I just hope it's Vietnam. That would be cool. That would be a breath of fresh air.
I think it would be...
They did it once.
Yeah, it'd be good if they did Vietnam. It'd be a nice mixture. You know, go back to World War One, then up to Vietnam, and then maybe after that, World War Two.
Yeah,
And-
something like that.
I know a lot of people are, saying, oh, it's going to be World War II because they're going to go after Activision's release last year. It's like,
Probably, but
they might, but I doubt they've got that kind of time or that kind of care.
I don't think they care. I mean, they did
After-
Vietnam once, and it was awesome. So I just kind
Yeah.
of wanted to.
Battlefield Vietnam was awesome. I loved it, and I mean, I'd still love it even if it went back to World War II. I'm fine with that too. Either or. I mean, even rumors are flying around about Bad Company 3, which wouldn't be too bad, but you know,
If it's
Yeah.
called Battlefield, whatever the fuck, probably Battlefield 5,
yeah.
then no.
But
And even if it's Battlefield 5, it might just go back to the modern setting.
it could, and looking at like the little screen grab, it's very akin to what
Battlefield
Battlefield
4.
4 had, so they could be going back to the modern setting, but
That was a quick fucking turnaround.
yeah, that would be a really fast turnaround. But they might do it to put some distance between Battlefield 1 and before they re-release Battlefield or another Battlefield that's going to be in World War II. Which, I mean, I'd rather they go back to Vietnam, which would make Battlefield V make a little more sense.
Oh, and there's already confirmed loot boxes, so we can all be happy about that too.
Fuck loot boxes. Fuck them right off.
I'm just
Loot
kind of
bo-
impressed that there hasn't been a game that basically did what the recent Medal of Honor game did. How it was like actually modern warfare, like in Afghanistan.
Well, they got in
with
trouble for that
Taliban.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a great fucking game. Like the
It was-
storyline was better than any Call of Duty storyline ever.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
wouldn't
really
say
liked.
that, but it was okay.
I mean, I liked the Medal of Honor, the newer ones, but I don't know.
I like the first one.
I grew-
Warfighter can
Yeah,
fucking
Warfighter was.
die.
Yeah, Warfighter can fuck right the hell off.
I actually haven't played that one, so
Don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time. Yeah, now that's the one where people got in trouble for it because they got real world war stories for all the campaign missions, and those people got in some deep shit. There was
Yeah.
some black ink that was not supposed to be said.
Yep, and I mean, it is what it is. It was a good campaign. I enjoyed the campaign, but the whole gameplay style was garbage.
The thing about Warfighter was like, I love how they tried to add a family aspect, but then I sat there and I was like, how can I relate to this family when they look like fucking aliens? These aren't humans. Is that a daughter? That's not my daughter. That's a creature.
That's a,
What is a fucking creature?
it's a gremlin.
It was like they didn't look very good.
Oh. And then, it was right after that, Medal of Honor basically just shut down.
They gave up after that.
Yeah. Which, I mean, if they were being investigated or sued or whatever, makes kind of sense, but...
No, they were not. The people that told them the stories were the ones that got
Uh,
cracked down on. So the people who told the stories weren't supposed to tell a bunch of that stuff.
Definitely wasn't a great game. Would it
I
be a
mean,
game
yeah.
would it be a game that I might play again if it was
No.
free?
Oh, if it was free, maybe.
Maybe.
I'd rather play the other one.
Yeah.
The other
but
one was
def-
way better. It actually had a campaign that made you give a shit, and it was like it was
Yeah,
based on
that's the
stuff
one.
happening today to the point to where they banned it from military bases because it was so true.
that's the one that I'm talking about because
Yeah, that one was great. They
I
banned
mean-
it from military bases because it was just so true to real life that they're like, you're literally fighting the Taliban. They even say it in game. They're like, all right, we need to look out for the Taliban.
yeah.
You know,
Well, I mean,
but-
like Call of Duty, like every Call of Duty game has
it's
like
the op
that,
4.
like that teardrop kind of like cutscene or whatever, where you're supposed to like feel sorry for this certain character getting killed or something, and it's always just like
Press X to page.
there was
The
no-
only one
there was no character development, so why would I shed a tear for this? But
I
then,
shed a tear for soap.
yeah,
Well,
exactly.
yeah, like
Soap,
soap.
soap.
I shed
That
a
was
tear
so
for
sad.
Ghost, you know, but
Yeah,
well, Ghost was.
I
one
shed a
of my
tear
favorite-
for soap because Price's performance was so good.
Yeah,
It was great.
like what honestly would be the final nail in the Call of Duty coffin is if they ever do make a Modern Warfare 4, which it's inevitable, but that's just gonna be the final nail. That's where you press
Yeah.
F to pay respects.
Pay respects.
Oh, and then wasn't there that kid who like hacked in a fucking Easter egg into the Battlefield 1 game that if you blew up a certain spot in Sinai Desert, there was just the new Call of Duty game underneath.
Wait, what?
What?
You never saw that?
No?
Dude, you
What are you
Google
talking about?
it. Fucking Google it.
That made no sense. It sounded like he hacked a game into another game.
Well, no. So basically what he did was he put in this Easter egg that if you blew up this certain spot on Sinai Desert, in the crater was just a copy, like a sleeve
Like a-
copy of the new new Call of Duty game. You couldn't play anything or do anything with it, but it was just there as just like, well, it was a analogy to what Call of Duty is now. It's just a smoldering crater.
Oh, he had to put it there himself.
Yeah, I think he put it.
Because I was gonna say, well, that's just kind of boring.
Yeah,
Funny
I-
analogy, but
Yeah, funny analogy, but I think he put it there himself because those would be some fighting words from EA if they did that themselves, but
oh, they've already fought each other a couple times.
yeah.
It's gone bad for Activision every fucking time.
Yeah. I mean,
I
did
last
enjoy
time
that.
Battlefield blew up their flying space adventure with a fucking blimp.
Yeah,
That is
basically.
Just
what
put
I
a blimp in the game. It'll do.
Yeah.
Fuck, they have blimps.
Fuck, they are blimps.
Our space tech is no match for your blimps.
Shit.
Our space tech. What are we gonna do?
We don't even know how to use vehicles.
Yeah. We're flying too fast. We can't hit it. Just do a 360. It still won't work.
I'm trying to no-scope it, but I keep getting hit markers, sir. It's telling me to keep buying more loot boxes to get this kill. I can't get it.
Well, then, you have the situations where EA or Activision, their servers go down, and they're down for a couple of hours.
Electronic assholes.
Yeah. And then EA, their servers go down. This happened today, and they're down for the better part of, I think it was like 8 hours, and I haven't checked recently, but they're still having issues. And it's all because of somebody accidentally cut their internet line. So, yeah. And Activision managed to get their shit back together in 2 hours, and as far as I know, EA is still having issues.
So the downfall of two of the biggest video game companies is because of one fucking person's internet connection?
No. Because somebody, I guess there was like road construction or something, and their internet line got like cut or nicked or something.
Oh, okay.
So it disabled all of their servers. And Activision managed to get theirs back up pretty quick, but EA, as far as I know, is still.
I just looked at it. I'm stopping the clock at 8 hours.
8 hours?
8 hours to get it back up.
So it shows you how much EA really cares about this.
By the way, I also looked into more of it. Blizzard had the same problem, but was back up 2 fucking hours later.
Yeah.
2 hours.
So, I mean...
I'm sorry, EA, but if you're going to complain that you need more money and you're going to shove loot boxes down people's throats, and it's going to take you that long to respond to something that shuts down all of your properties, like there's complaints for even Battlefield fucking 3, I'm sorry, but you don't need loot boxes.
No, if you're not going to spend the money... It's like an allowance.
Properly.
If you're not going to spend the money wisely, then you don't deserve a fucking allowance.
Like... Yeah, fuck you. Just fuck you.
Yeah, just fuck you guys. Like, don't get me wrong.
They fucking put pay-to-win
1.
loot boxes in UFC.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they have the same Star Wars Battlefront 2 loot boxes in UFC 3. Like, you can get fucking ultra rare combos and shit for buying loot boxes.
What the fuck? Like,
yeah, they're just fucking themselves so bad.
Yeah, and it's sad because they own a lot of great titles, but they don't know how to fucking...
No, what EA are the modern day, I don't know, let's go with just barbarians. They see a creative studio getting a lot of attention, making cool properties, they're like, oh fuck yeah, we'll do that. They continue their property, they find out, oh shit, it flopped this time. I think interest might be down. The studio then doesn't make a game for like 5 years. And they shut it down. It's gone. They fucking close it.
Yeah.
They shut the studio down, and they're like, all right, bye, later. And then they go, oh, look at that one. So here I'm going to use 2 studios as an example. Visceral Games, creators of Dead Space. They got all the way to Dead Space 3. EA said, hey, you know what? Let's put some microtransactions in there, you know? And it just wasn't as good as the other 2. And everyone was like, hopefully they'll make another one and maybe it'll be better. They never made anything else. They tried to make a Star Wars game, but EA shut them down and then bought Respawn right after.
Which is unfortunate because
Respawn's
great, and if whenever they come out with their next game, if that doesn't do fucking amazing,
they're fucked.
They're fucked.
Yeah, with EA you have to shit gold or you're gone.
Yeah, and you have to abide by.
I think there's there's multiple articles out there for anyone listening. Just look it up. There's multiple articles out there just going over how they continually just drop companies and studios, just dropping them like flies.
And like, part of me can kind of understand it because they had the Command & Conquer series that ran forever, and it was an amazing series right up until Command & Conquer 4. The team that worked on it completely ruined the game. Like, as far as I know or remember, everybody on that team was fired. Just straight up fired. And
what studio made it?
EA. It was EA made
Just EA?
It was an EA title for as long as I can remember. I don't think any other company made Command & Conquer, but that is why we have Google.
I was just about to do that.
And because what really annoys me is that they ended the whole series on such a bad note. And
Westwood Studios.
Westwood, yeah.
Spire is another one.
More. There's
apparently a few of them.
Yeah.
DICE Los Angeles.
Yeah.
We're all looking at the same page on Google right now, guaranteed.
Holy fuck. Why are there so many?
Command & Conquer was what, 95? 95 to 2013. And it was had always been amazing, all the way up through Command and Conquer 3, Red Alert 3, and then Command and Conquer 4 came out, which was
Looks like
Victory Games and EA Phenomic. So
Westwood did a good chunk of them.
yeah,
And
Westwood
then let's see.
Yeah, Westwood went all the way up until 2003.
Command and Conquer Yuri's Revenge. I'm guessing that was not a very good one.
Yuri's Revenge was all right, but
Well, because after that they got shut down. 2003 was when they were gone.
it was all right, but it wasn't worth shutting him down, I think. But I hate the fact that they just shut it down after Command and Conquer 4, and they tried, like EA tried to revitalize it by doing some fucking, internet-based game, which was absolute garbage, and it was plagued with microtransactions, and that's all. The only way you could succeed in that is by paying real money for in-game shit. And it was just like, this isn't what Command and Conquer is about. And there was talks of them basically remaking or making a new Command and Conquer Generals, which was by far one of the best ones, in my opinion.
Looks like Westwood is the one who made all of Command and Conquer.
Yeah, they made the majority of them, and then
Well, right when they flopped, they were dropped.
yeah, and then
They were immediately fucking dropped.
yeah, and then EA Los Angeles took over, made Command and Conquer Generals, which was good, and their expansions, which was good. Command and Conquer 3 was really good. I enjoyed it. Command and Conquer Red Alert 3, which it was a good game. The thing that annoyed me the most about it is that in order to play it, you had to log on or get online in order to do so. So you couldn't even install and play the game unless you had an internet connection, which was bullshit. And then Command and Conquer 4 came out, and it was just garbage. And that's basically right when it got just shut down. So, yeah.
I think I only actually ever played Command and Conquer 3.
Command and Conquer 3 was good, but
Yeah, I
I
liked
remember playing the original Command and Conquer way back on the PlayStation, which is funny because I always complain about how strategy games should not be done on a console, but at the time I didn't have a PC yet, so
I don't think strategy games on consoles like inherently are bad. It's just nobody puts in like the effort to actually think of how do we port this over so that way it runs smoothly with a console rather than just take all the same commands from the PC and just put it into a controller. Because then you have like too many buttons just to do one move on a
Right.
console, in my opinion.
And that's one of the biggest issues I've always had with strategy games, like Halo Wars when it came out on the Xbox. Like, it was a great game, and I'm glad they've made a port for it on the PC, which I will be playing later. I'll be playing Halo Wars 2 later, actually.
Which is amazing.
I enjoyed Halo Wars, but I could never really play it because when I play a strategy game, I don't want to have to like press 3 buttons and spin a fucking joystick just to develop shit. I just want to hit a button and be done with it.
I hate to interrupt, but I found an article here that I believe has the updated list of studios shut down by EA. Are you ready to count them out, kids?
Hold
Here we
that
go.
thought, and I will get a counter because I don't want to fucking use my fingers.
Okay, I'll start listing them off whenever you're ready.
Go.
Bullfrog Productions, Westwood Studios, Origin Systems. Let's see. New FX. Oh, heartbreaking one. Pandemic Studios,
Ooh, that is heartbreaking.
Playfish, Black Box Games. Oh, here's why there's no new Medal of Honor. DreamWorks Interactive, Phenomic Game Development, Victory Games, another Command and Conquer series. They only made the one game. Mythic Entertainment, Maxis Software, and finally, and also heartbreaking, Visceral Games.
13. 13
Jesus
companies
Christ.
they have laid waste to.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, and like Maxis Software, that's kind of a heartbreaking one because that was SimCity, which I enjoyed SimCity. It was kind of a nice, relaxing game.
Yeah, it looks like DreamWorks Interactive was the guys who brought Medal of Honor. It says they even did a couple Command and Conquers, I think. Victory, I believe, just tried to do a reboot of Command and Conquer, and that was it. That's all I see from this.
I forget what else Visceral made though.
Oh, they didn't make anything. They were
They
going to
made
make a new
Dead
Command and
Space,
Conquer. Yeah, Visceral did Dead Space.
And they were also gonna. pick up Command and
Star
Conquer?
Wars. No,
No,
they were
sorry.
gonna do a Star Wars story thing. It was a single player experience,
Yeah.
which it sounded like it had a lot of promise, but of course canceled and shut down.
Well,
But the
thing
Command and
about
Conquer one I was talking about is just one called Victory Games, 2010 to 2013.
They were
EA
the-
launched Victory Games to continue Command and Conquer, and then they had a closed alpha, which apparently was just shit. The negative reception from players of the closed alpha test
Yeah,
then
they were
shut
the
down
ones that were gonna
the
make
studio.
Command and Conquer Generals 2.
And then, yeah, they immediately shut them down after negative feedback.
I wish I could. I knew what that negative feedback was because.
It was just straight up general, like, not very good pre-alpha. It's a pre-alpha. They have more shit they can do.
Wait. The negative feedback probably was constructive feedback, but
Oh, yeah.
EA just took it as negative. And,
Yeah, they're like, I don't want to pay for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's
Which
how
is-
it goes.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because they were gonna make the general Command and Conquer Generals 2, which I probably would have played the fuck out of that. I mean, I played the fuck out of Command and Conquer's General. English is failing me at the moment. We're gonna just
English is your second language.
My first is gibberish.
Yes.
Because I know Activision, Blizzard, they're kind of what in the same boat though, aren't they?
What do you mean? Activision Blizzard?
I know because they acquire a lot of.
Activision's the publisher that acquires a lot of studios. Blizzard kind of just like absorbs them into their own.
Yeah, like Blizzard
communities.
got the.
Blizzard is just fucking great.
Yeah, Blizzard's great.
Blizzard, I love you. Please don't go anywhere.
Call me.
Call me, please. Please.
Oh fuck.
Also, 343, I love you too.
Activision, with their
Fucking over Infinity Ward a lot.
Yeah.
Basically, in summary, don't take anything EA or people who pull that kind of EA-like shit lightly. Don't buy the game. Don't buy the stuff.
Yeah.
Just send a message.
Yeah, but it's gonna take a lot more than just.
Oh, for EA, it'll take a fucking boycott.
Yeah.
You take one boycott of a game and they'll freak out.
I know, but the problem is, well, they won't freak out. I mean, take Battlefront 2 for example.
Oh, if it's a Star Wars game, they will lose their shit.
They were gonna stick with the whole fucking all the microtransactions and shit until after everybody was threatening to boycott the Battlefront 2 game. Then Disney came in and Mickey gave him a nice little spanking with his belt. You
don't fuck with the mouse, dude.
You don't fuck with the mouse. Because right after there was a high-level meeting between Disney and EA backed off on a lot of that shit.
The reason EA puts those loot boxes in is they're probably trying to make up for buying Star Wars, which is why I'm saying if you don't buy Star Wars games, they're gonna lose their shit. They gotta make up for that.
Yeah, and if they get get dropped by Disney,
they're fucked.
They're fucked. But here's what we do,
see.
everybody. We all kind of start saving a little bit of money back. And eventually, when EA does get dropped by Disney, their stocks will plummet. Like, you'll be able to pick them up for pennies on the dollar. Right now, just like micro stocks in them for like day traders and shit. Average price on a stock for EA is $128.81 end of the day today. So, and the other thing that pisses me off about EA is that the Anthem game.
I don't care.
It looks like after last year's E3, it looked great. And I'm worried about it because, since I own stock in E3 or EA, it worries me that they're holding the game release because it was supposed to be released either early this year or fall this year, but they're pushing it back until early 2019.
Because there's so many releases.
No.
And their development cycle is just... Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
They're only pushing it back, which, I mean, it gives the developer a lot more time to work on the game, but...
yeah, BioWare better fucking redeem themselves.
Yeah. I don't...
Because they did Mass Effect Andromeda, did like 2 updates and just stopped supporting the game. They're like, "Fuck it, it's broken,"
Yeah.
and just walked away from it.
Yeah, and if this game fucks up, well, what was it count?
That's why I
13?
have
It's gonna go to 14.
14.
And then, you know, if Respawn, whatever they make next, which is probably going to be another Titanfall,
Yeah.
if that fails, well, that's going to be 15.
I don't know. I am not interested in Anthem just after Mass Effect Andromeda, plus just the promises they make are way too up. They're
I don't know.
just it's too much.
Hopefully we'll see something at E3.
The Division had the same fucking promises with most of that stuff, and I don't trust any of that anymore.
True, but the Division was Ubisoft, so...
Yeah, but was BioWare any better? Again, let me go back to Andromeda. They literally walked away from it. It was so broken.
I never played Andromeda. I've actually never played the Mass Effect series.
It's pretty
Me
good.
neither.
It's pretty good.
And that's
From
what I
the
keep
guy who's
hearing.
played all of them, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and I remember when it got released, you were just like, you were on that shit like a, you know...
Dude, I was excited playing that
Like,
shit.
I forget what else came out at the same time that I was more interested in.
You were playing Titanfall or something.
No. If it was around that same time, it was Battlefield 1.
Yeah,
So
I don't remember.
Yeah, I was trying to get you to play Battlefield, and you're like, no, I'm going to play some Mass Effect.
I was like, no, I'm playing Mass Effect.
I mean, you obviously
just
still
horrible.
enjoyed it, but...
I tried so hard. I got to 50% completion, trying to do everything I can, like, you know, trying to 100% the game. I got to like 50%, and I couldn't even open the game. I was like, I can't go back. It's so bad. There's no reason to go back.
Well, wasn't there also that huge, like, controversy over it as well?
Clarify?
I don't know. There was some huge...
Oh, how it was like incredibly PC or something like that?
Maybe. I don't know.
That was pretty much like one of the main controversies. The main controversy was like, there was clear like political influence.
And yeah.
Give me a second.
Well, while we're waiting for him to... Oh, are you back?
Just trying to... Why?
Dog's got some input on this Mass Effect shit.
I'm just like trying to get her attention. I'm like, please stop. Please. She's like staring at me. Okay. Anyway, from the best that I can remember, the thing was, it was like, stop, dog, please. It was like, no. All right, see you guys.
God.
Oh, but well, we wait on Mr. Rust to get back. I just got an update. Apparently, The Division 2 has been officially announced.
I've been here all along. Kept you waiting, huh? Fucking shitty ass Snake impression.
You shitty snake. Always up in my shitty walk.
I'm just like sitting here muting my mic anytime my dog barks, just laughing. Like, no. Because there's nothing I can do about it. Like,
Put a muzzle on it.
no, because she stops barking after a while. There's no point. I'm not mean to my dogs. They're well trained. I've trained them well.
They're well trained.
Evidently.
Yeah. Oh. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about the fact that they've announced The Division 2.
I don't care.
I'm not...
Where's my Halo 6?
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I want.
Yeah, I want Halo 6, and I mean, there's rumors 343 is going to be E3 this year, but...
Fuck your rumors. Give me a trailer.
Yeah,
Dude, if anything, they're not even gonna give a trailer. They'll just like tease us because like that's just how they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that...
But speaking of which, there's a great fan theory out there right now that the trailer for Halo 5, the sand deserty trailer where he comes across the Guardian.
Yeah, I saw that. It's...
it's the fan theory now is that is technically a trailer for Halo 6.
Boo.
Why boo?
Because it's a fan theory because it's like, well, nothing we saw in Halo 5.
Well, the thing was
related
that
to
was supposed to be Halo 5, and then once Halo 5 was practically done, that's when we got the whole, is he a traitor? The Master Chief is dead. And then, fucking, thank you Microsoft for this asshole move. They're like, hey, by the way, we want Cortana, so put Cortana in it. So they had to change their fucking story at the last second.
Yeah,
which is why we got the whole Cortana storyline, and everything was just all out of whack. It was just last second story changes every single time.
See, I hate saying this, but like I'm such a huge devout Halo fan, but I am really looking forward to seeing Master Chief's death because
Same.
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, because the voice
happen.
actor retired. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean
he has to go out like a king.
Yeah.
Right.
God damn it.
Yeah, because we all talked about it in one of our earlier podcasts. It's like
He's gotta go out like a champ, man.
There's no way he's gonna go sit on a beach and drink, Mai Tais with little umbrellas in it. He's gonna die. That's the only way he's gonna.
He's gonna go out like
fighting.
a fucking hero. I hope to. Like, I feel like that's what's taking him so long, is they're trying to figure out how to make him go out like a goddamn hero.
Right, and it's worrisome.
Think of that,
because,
Halo, man.
At the same time, if EA decides, we don't want Master Chief to die.
EA. Alright, bye.
Yeah. Or not EA, but fucking Microsoft. Sorry, wrong still looking at EA shit, and it's just like...
At this point, I'd assume 343 would stand up for themselves.
They've
had the same go-around Bungie's had, where their first game was like, oh man, the story's fantastic. Multiplayer, it could use some work. And then the second game comes out, it's like, the fuck was that? And then you play the multiplayer and you're like, this is great. This is some fun. This is fun. I'm having a great time. This is, like, really well made. And then you get to the third one where they finally got it. They've kind of figured out their formula.
Yeah, and it's
I think it always makes
the problem they have, though, to be honest, is the people who are just so hell-bent on the original Bungie saga that they refuse to believe anything else. Yeah, it's like the Star Wars fans. They fucking hate everything. That's not the original.
It's like, oh, Bungie made better Halo games. I'm like, you do realize that 75% of the people that were working in Bungie
voluntarily went over
and created 343. They didn't like 343 wasn't created, and then people at Bungie came over to it. No, like more than half of Bungie left and created 343, which is all the diehard fans who want to make a great fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
And in my opinion, they've done it. The only thing that sucks was Halo 5's story campaign.
Yeah, their lead writer. Their lead writer needed some help.
It wasn't a bad camp. Like, it wasn't...
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't bad, but it was
bad.
It was bad.
Very compressed.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Is like, I don't understand why a lot of games will do that. As it's not like it's a movie. You can with a game.
You tell them that.
Well, okay, so it's not like. But what I mean is, like, it's not like a movie where you have to have it to a certain time constraint. For example, it's difficult.
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yeah, it's not. It's difficult for people to sit through or sit in a theater for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I think that's why
I think
Civil War was like. Civil War is almost like 3 hours.
Yeah, and I think The Last Jedi was also around 3 hours.
Was it 2 hours?
No, it was longer than that. It was like almost 2 hours, 45 minutes.
2 hours.
Like that. No, I watched it on Christmas with my dad. It was over 2 hours.
2.5 hours.
Or 2.5, yeah. So I mean, I wasn't far off, but still.
And
games
both of those films, I had to take a pee break.
Games aren't required to meet a time constraint. You could make a game that could... I would be fine with a game that the campaign took me months to complete. I would prefer something like that.
Go play Kingdom Come Deliverance then.
Or Skyrim.
Yeah.
Something that's not open world like Skyrim or Fallout.
Yeah. Which is the only problem, is that the only games that actually like take so much time
are open world games. Well, I mean, Halo 5, you could do a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
You got Forge, you got custom game servers now that you can
No,
search
no, no, no.
for.
I'm talking about just the campaign
yeah,
itself.
I'm just
We're not
talking
talking about
about just
anything
the
else.
campaign. No,
That's
like,
a lot of work.
it's a lot of work, but think about it. If companies took the time to develop games like that, how
Good
much
luck.
better they would be.
Good luck.
Well, yeah, good luck. You're being cynical.
Because they're going to be like, oh, that's interesting. Like a 15-hour campaign for FPS. That's a crazy idea.
Well, I mean,
So
that's
what about the
why-
multiplayer?
Well, I mean, see, everybody was thinking that Halo 6 was going to be coming out at the end of 2018, and then 343 announced, nope, it's not coming out till 2019, and everybody's like, whoa, why? Why are you taking such a huge gap? And it's like, probably because they want to fucking get shit right.
Right. Because in theory, this is supposed to be when
It's the end
Master
of their
Chief died.
trilogy.
Yeah, it's when Master Chief
It's the end of the
is supposed to die.
Forerunner.
It's understandable that they want to take their time and write a good scene in the end, but at the same time, those of us who really want to just fucking play the game are just like, all right, let's get something, you know? I mean,
I'm willing to wait. I
I'm willing to
have no
wait.
problem
I'm
waiting.
more than willing to wait.
I'm more than willing to wait too, but the thing is, tease us with something.
Right, that's true. Which is probably what they're going to do at E3. They're
Then
gonna
again,
tease you.
they're probably learning from their lesson when it came to Halo 5, where right after Halo 4, the next E3, there was an immediate teaser trailer.
Well, that might not have been so much of Bungie 343 or as much as it was Microsoft that kind of forced their hand on that.
We don't know. We don't know who forced what in that situation. All I know is that the same year, we got a teaser trailer.
And whoever was at the receiving end of that had not given consent. You know,
Giggity.
yeah. Consent is
Well,
a
clearly
very
they would have
important
if
thing.
it's out.
Money talks louder than
Honestly,
what's right, so...
What I honestly do think is going to happen at E3 this year is they're not going to tease Halo 6. I think what they're going to tease, or not tease, but like trailer and announce is another DLC for Halo Wars 2. Because honestly, there's some huge like questions after Halo Wars 2 Awakening the Nightmare DLC. Like that came out and it's like, hold up, I got a list here.
Wait a minute.
Like,
Some of this doesn't add up.
well, and I mean, it's the
a
same
good
kind of
point.
feeling though that Halo 5, the campaign, leaves you with. It's just like, okay, hold up, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just on the same page as Hazikious here. I'm a diehard fan, and I'm tired of waiting. God damn it, give me a teaser.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan. I wouldn't say I'm a diehard fan, but I'm a fan enough. I'm willing to wait, but tease me with something. Don't be a tease in the sense where, you know, you just, you know, message me all the time, but nothing ever happens. Just tease me with something. Maybe some pics, maybe some videos. Hang on.
Computer called a SWAT team on you
God damn.
just to give itself a break.
I guess so. Anyway, now that we're back, we've been joined by the other member of the XCast, DasNarcissist.
Oof.
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 Oof. Oof.
Saw, dude.
Sorry.
Sorry. Oh, but yeah, when we left off, we were talking about swatting, and then my computer had a seizure. But while
You
we
had
were...
a Caesar?
Yeah, it had some little Caesars.
Oh, I'd feel the same way.
So, well, you were the one that took a shit while we were waiting.
Well, I had time.
Well, not
Everyone
really.
got back
We were
before
all
you.
waiting. All of us were back before you were. So, obviously you didn't.
Hey, man, that's fine. I feel better, so that's all that matters.
It's all kosher now.
It's all good now, yeah.
He's all good. But anyway, yeah, we should have reached a point in time now where that's not really even necessary. I don't understand why that's even... a thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, like why is swatting a thing?
Like people who call a SWAT team on a guy when they rip their physical address from their IP address.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we were talking about this story that happened. It was several months ago. This guy basically got swatted, but over this bet that these two players on Call of Duty had, it was what, like over $1 or some shit. Well, anyway, one guy lost, got butthurt, decided to swat the other, but he got the address wrong, and apparently the guy who got swatted had nothing to do with the whole situation, but was shot and killed by the cops.
Oh.
Yeah,
Happy
and
birthday.
yeah, actually, I think it was like a few days after his birthday too.
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah, it's a few days after his birthday. He had a couple of kids too. It's just like,
Oh.
the fuck, you know? You'd think people would have enough common sense, but then again, I work retail and have to deal with people all day long, so I know there is
I think
no
people
such...
would have common sense, but look who we voted for president.
I wasn't gonna go that far, but
Can we, like, not, please?
well, we're close to the topic. Apparently, our benevolent leader has managed to get a gag order against the person who's suing him, which is funny because the story title reads,
Well,
President-
before that, a while ago, he sent her an NDA.
yeah, but the funny way that the story is written, the title is written, it just says, you know, Trump wins order to gag porn actress. I was just reading
It's pretty funny.
It's fucking...
You know that guy. That guy went to school for I don't know how long just to write that fucking title.
He's now finished everything he needs to do in his life, and he's done. He's gonna go...
He can retire.
Yeah, he's gonna retire now. Ugh, God. But, I don't know. I'm excited for E3 this year, especially seeing as how a couple of us are going. So that's exciting
Indeed.
news for the XCast. So look for us there. You know, definitely gonna
Say
be
hi.
Say hi. Look for the fools and the horse heads. You know that.
Yeah,
should
look for the idiots walking around, and it won't be hard.
Look for the guys who have no idea why the fuck they're there.
look for whoever's lost. He'll find us.
Yeah. Well, you'll find one of us. You know.
Probably me. I'll be lost as fuck.
Yeah, we both will. God help us if we get separated.
Oh God.
Yeah. Just need to, like, attach... I need to get a couple of those fucking tile things for, you know, for E3. So if we lose each other, we can just get on our phones and just be like, boop, and just start pinging each other.
I have a ping.
I have a ping. I'm lost. I'm lost.
Get a life alert for this.
Get a life alert. Oh my god.
We'll never be lost.
But will we? Isn't life alert just for people who don't want to take care of their elderly, you know, family members, so they get them life alerts so they don't have to worry about it?
Help! I've fallen and can't get up.
Too bad. No, okay.
Well, sucks to suck.
Walks away.
You can walk it off. You'll be fine.
Walk it off. You'll be all right. Rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, rub some dirt.
I
See,
would
all
on
you need to do is
elderly
quit
guys-
complaining and get a better job.
Jesus.
I don't know why, but you're talking about life alert. Like that reminded me actually of this time. Like, so I get a call one time. Well, no, actually I didn't get a call. I got a voicemail because like I woke up and there was a voicemail, and it was from Life Alert, and they're saying that they got a message from like, you know, they got like a ping or whatever from my grandmother who has Life Alert, but they couldn't contact her, so they were like, I was listed as the next of contact, you know. And so I'm like freaking out, and I'm like trying to call my grandmother and shit, and she's not answering. And then I'm like calling my dad, like, have you heard from her? What's going on? He's like, oh yeah, she's fine. I'm like, well,
Oh yeah, it's okay.
Just like,
glad it took me 2 hours to figure that out.
so wait, you're
Consider the situation fucking handled.
yeah, consider it done. Just your dad texts you, it's done.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh,
Anyway, I think that might be it.
I think,
Oh,
you know.
no,
Oh.
wait, guys. I was gonna do a story time
Oh, somebody has a story.
about how I'm apparently a sushi slut.
What?
Oh, yeah, I forgot you wanted to tell that.
So I had plans with an old friend of mine that
Sushi slut.
So it started like this started like years ago. How he's never had like sushi, never, but he's wanted to try it, and like I fucking love sushi, so I'm like, I know the best places in town, dude. So fast forward now,
Fast forward to now.
and he's like, he like randomly brings it up, and I'm like, oh yeah, we were gonna do that a couple years ago. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this right. We're gonna go to the best fucking place in town. It's not that expensive. It'll be kosher. And so we planned for it today. So I text him like, a couple hours in advance, and I was like, we still good for sushi? And he's like, I might have to cancel. The family's making dinner, yada yada. And it started out with like, dude, you told me yesterday that if you came up with any excuses, I was allowed to kick your ass over this. And he's like, I'm sorry, bro. Next time, I'll buy for you. And I was like, that's more like it.
That's more like it.
And that's when he replied with, you're such a sushi slut. And I was like, basically like,
What?
you have no idea. And I said, he's like, I have a vague idea. And I'm like, but you'll get a better idea tomorrow, winky face.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh, Jesus.
It gets better.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So I'm watching a video on my phone, and Ayla's like right next to me watching it too, and the text message rolls in, and all it says is, Ayla, help! Like, why would you text me to ask for my fiance's help? Like, what the fuck, dude? So I respond with what she said to him, saying, you did this to yourself, dude. And he said, wow, thanks. Now my asshole is gonna look like the end of a megaphone.
What the fuck?
Just keep in mind, this is the friend who tries to take jokes way too far to make everybody else uncomfortable. So I know this game that he's playing, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna up it a little bit. And I said, come on, give me some credit. Like, I'm gonna be gentle. I gotta keep myself wanting to come back for more. And he just replies with an emoji face, and it's like the terrified wide eye emoji face. To which I respond with an emoji face that is like the devilish grin looking one. And he then responds with like TFFF, which I had to Google what the fuck that even was. Which apparently it's just people who are too lazy to do LOL.
What?
What?
Yeah,
So
I
wait,
don't understand.
TFFF, which is 4 letters, is more.
The fuck?
it's not like lazy, like physically key typing lazy. It's like they just don't want to conform or some bullshit. I don't know.
Fucking.
So it's
hipsters.
gayer.
Yes, basically.
Okay.
So he says that to me. He basically says tiff. So I respond with, "Is that the sound your butt will make when I pull out?" And he just replies with, "You
dear God.
fucker."
You are a dirty little fucking sushi slut.
You are dirty little. You did.
And so he
Dirty
responds
boy.
with like, "You fucker," and like a laughing, crying face. And I said, "Be sure to say that as well." And then he just gives me like the disappointed emoji face. And then like I took a few minutes to think about what I was gonna say, and I responded with, "Just realize what your life has come to. ... You're buying me dinner before I tap that ass." And he did not respond, so I won.
Oh my god.
And that's my sushi slut story.
And yeah, you're a sushi slut.
I'm proud of that.
Hey, you do what you gotta do for, whatever food floats your boat.
Jesus. Okay then.
You do.
On that
you,
awkward
boo-boo.
note, I think it's time to end it here.
Yeah.
We've been going on for a while.
So on that note, everybody, we're glad to be back. We've moved all our videos onto YouTube now, or podcasts, I should say. All our podcasts
Switching
are on
platforms.
YouTube. Yeah, because we broke. We ain't gonna pay SoundCloud anymore. But still have the Twitter and everything. We've got a new logo, some new intro music, and you know the drill. Like, subscribe, the works. And on that note, toodles.
Bye.
Skittles.